Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody making out today? Hope all is well in the community. Hope everyone is hanging in there. Saturday morning here, 10 after, I was just looking at the clock and it just turned 10 after 11. And I got talking to one of my great friends in the community, JC, Mountain Ajar. And yesterday we got talking about these guys right here, Slips. And I asked him if he coated his slip yet. And he told me, as a matter of fact, I did not. And he never did it before, as a matter of fact. He never, excuse me, he never coated slips before. And we got talking about that, and he said he was going to try it, and he thought that it would be a good idea that I do a video on it. And I said, I said, he's always thinking. So that sounded like a great idea to me, and this is what I'm going to do. Now, I already have a coat on this from yesterday. I think personally, in my opinion, I think that you're supposed to coat these quite a few times because it brings out the color of them. It brings out the grain. It also protects them from the elements and all kind of stuff. It softens the leather like you wouldn't believe. So for me to say to coat your slips is just a complete no-brainer. It's a win-win. It's almost like a must thing that you do. Unless you just don't want to care for your slip and you just don't, like I said, you don't care. But we're going to put a coat on this slip right now. There are many different products you can use. Whatever you choose is just as good as the other one. I mean, you could use baby oil. I used baby oil quite a few times and it worked great. I mean, it really absorbs into that leather and it works fantastic. So if you don't have something like this, I really enjoy using this stuff, mink oil. Now, again, let me preface something and let me explain something. They have about literally about 1 million products for leather, to treat your leather. So, guys, whatever you prefer, it's fine. Don't knock yourselves out trying to find this, that, and the other. If it says, waterproofs, conditions, prevent salt stains, all that good stuff, it's good. It's going to be fine. Here's another one that I use a lot of. This is really good stuff. This is Kiwi conditioning oil. See now, when you read it, it says nourishes, waterproofs, smooths leather. It's all basically the same thing, right? So this and this are basically the same thing, right? So it's up to you on a preference. If you're that stuck on a preference, like I will not use anything but mink oil. I have used mink oil for 25 years and I will never change. That's up to you. But anyway, right as of this project going on, we are going to use this mink oil. Of course, it is good stuff. It is good stuff. So there are different ways to apply this, to treat this. Everybody has their own way, you know what I mean? So we're just going to go with it and do what I did and do how I use it. So let's get started because we don't want the video to get too long. And also, I've brought out this brush. I don't know if we're going to use this yet. See, it says it's a shine brush. It's basically for shoes, leather boots and stuff. And it brings a real luster and a shine when you go back and forth with this brush on your shoe. You know how them shoe guys used to go back and forth with their brush? And that's what used to bring up the luster and the shine you get. But it's got to be a certain brush. It's got these certain soft bristle hairs in it. That's one thing you can't use anything of. It's got to be a certain brush. I normally use the Kiwi. Sells a lot of products for shoes and leather and stuff like that. So the Kiwi brand is pretty good. And I bought this one in Walmart in the shoe department. So this is where you could get this one if you choose to do so. I don't know. See where it says shine brush right there? This will shine your stuff right up for you. Now, I don't always use this. So we'll see, you know, because I'm going to only put another coat on it. Well, in my final coat, I would probably use this, but today I just want that oil to get in this, absorb into this slip. So we're going to open it up. Really, really good stuff. It smells good. Look at that, guys, huh? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Now, this stuff right here, guys, is all the stuff that's going to make your stuff smooth. And apply these to your boots, right? Tell me how your boots in the winter months with the salt and stuff like that. And you'll notice how soft your boots get and how broken in they get after a couple of coats of this. Okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and get started. All you're going to do is this isn't, science, guys. This isn't rocket science. You just hold it in your hand like so. Just get it on your fingers like this. Rub it on your fingers like that. That's what I do. I rub it right on my fingers. I get it right on there. And then I just go right into the leather. I go right into the leather. Work it right in. You got to work it. Don't worry about, just get it on there first. Worry about smoothing it out later. Just get it on there first. That's your first step of action. And I'm going to show you, it takes about a second to get it on there. I just want to show you what's going to happen here. I keep knocking this camera around on you. Sorry, guys. Let me see what I'm doing here. I got to look through here, see what I'm working with here. Now, that's basically liberal. You want to put a liberal amount on here. Don't be shy with it, you know what I mean? Because it's going to soak, you're going to see it's going to soak into that leather. If I put this down for about 2 minutes later, it'll absorb all into this leather. You'll notice it goes away in about 2 seconds. So just for me to show you. There, it's all coated, right? You got a nice amount of oil on that slip. And now you know it's working and it's going to come real nice and soft and supple. That's what you want. So what we're going to do is put that aside. We're going to break out the brush just to show you how it's used. There's the brush right there. Beautiful brush, right? Nice, beautiful brush. Let this sit for a minute or two. Let it do its thing into the leather, right? So you just want to let it get into the leather a little bit, you know. Just don't go at it after you apply it. But for the sake of argument, for time's sake, we're going to do that. And what you do is, this is going to be hard on screen. Let's see how I'm going to do this. You just go vigorously back and forth. That's it. With your brush, and that's what brings the luster up. See, now I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it real nice. And go back and forth like that. Back and forth. Now, I've only did that. What did I do that for? A second? Look how nice. Look how nice that comes. See? Now, I rushed the process. I don't think I would have even used the brush this time around. I think I would have just let this slip sit and completely absorb into that leather. And then when I thought it was my last go at it, then maybe I would have used a brush on my very last time I thought that I was going to use this. Okay? Now, but for instance, just take a look how pretty that coloring is and how vibrant everything comes out, right? Looks beautiful, don't it? See the difference? You could see the difference. It's like kind of spotty in different areas, and it don't really look, see? It don't really look so even, right? Keep your eye on that. Now let's do a flip. Now, can you see the difference? Can you see the difference that occurred there? And that's only 2 coats. And I used a brush, which I wasn't going to. Okay? So the first couple of coats, I would put a good 3, an easy 3 coats on this. And I wouldn't hit it with the brush at all. Let it absorb into the leather. And then your fourth coat of putting it on your slip. Then hit it with the with your brush. Your final time you're going to use this stuff. Your last time you're going to use this stuff is the time you're going to use the brush. Okay? But you could put as many coats as you want on this. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It can only get better. You know what I mean? If you put 10 coats on this, it's only going to get like super soft and supple, and it's just going to be really conditioned. You know what I mean? But you don't have to waste all your material on it. That's just being silly. But I always put about 4 treatments on there. A good 4 treatments will get it to where you want it. You know what I mean? So just count on about roughly around 4 treatments. So that's about it, guys. That's the whole process that I do. You know what I mean? Now my boots, I do completely different. I'll like get like a heaping scoop on my fingers, and I'll do all the I'll you know, put it all throughout on my boots and everything. First, you got to take your laces off and all that. Get all your laces off, your shoelaces. Rub it all in. Let it sit for a couple minutes. You do not want to use this brush right away. You want this stuff to work into the leather for a little bit. You know what I mean? For some time. Then you get out this brush, and then you just start going to town. Going to town with it. Do it a couple of times. And tell me those boots aren't shining. But you got to do it, guys. It's worth it. It protects your slip. It makes it real. Like I said, it makes it nice and soft and everything. And it's just a good product. It's a good thing to learn. You know what I mean? Because you want your leather, leather dries out quick. If you don't treat leather, you'll find this stuff, it'll dry out quick on you if you don't treat it. Leather is a porous material, and you gotta keep it neutral. You gotta keep it moisturized. You gotta keep it moisturized. It's like your face, If you don't put lotion on your face every once in a while, what happens? It'll crack on you. It looks, you know, your face looks all blotchy, and you know what I mean? You got to condition it. All right, guys. So anyway, that's what we have for today. I'm probably going to shoot another video because this one's already at 15 minutes. So I am going to come back on here in a little bit probably and shoot another one. I want to talk about some things, you know, just things here and there. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. But I hope that you guys are well today. I hope that you are having a great day. Be good, be well, be safe. Drop me a comment if all possible. I greatly appreciate it. Now this one, not to get off the subject, this slip has been treated many times. Now, when I got this slip, it was very, you know, like leather, hard. The slip was hard, but now look how nice the slip looks. Look how nice the leather looks. Doesn't it look nice? This has been preserved. Look at the softness. When I press my finger, look how soft that leather is. Is that leather not soft or not, right? Don't it look beautiful? Can't you see the shine on it? And if you want this here, this molded look, this is the stuff you got to do to form it. You know, here with your finger, you just, after you get it on there, you want to start forming it, and you want that leather, you know, you want this stuff to get into the leather real good, you know, and after time it'll form up real good. But that's it, guys. That's it. You guys know. You guys know, like I said, it's not rocket science. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I will be back on in a little bit. But anyway, you guys be well out there. Stay cool. And I'll talk to you in a little bit. I thank you for your time, guys. I appreciate you. Stay well.